All right, we're live, boys.
Oh, we're alive.
We are alive, rolling in.
Rolling in.
Rolling in.
Well, I guess I should probably introduce myself. My name is ultrauberness. I'm just doing X4 because everybody loves X4, but they also love X. They don't love Zero, so.
The underappreciated category.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. X, just to give some quick information, X is actually a lot of fun because of just the Buster, because X has a lot of weapons. There's just a lot of different movement and just different way of just then sabering everything. That's kind of my thing because Zero's cool and all, and me personally, growing up, Zero was the cooler looking one, but as a speed run, just sabering everything is actually really boring for me. So.
No, I totally agree.
So, but nope. So I'll count down here. Give me a moment here. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. I had to wait for him to do the Buster. So weird thing is that there's an animation that you see Zero and X do. You actually, if you try to start the timer right as they do those animations, the game doesn't start until the animation's finished.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
So the big thing with X4, based because you guys just saw X3, is that you're gonna see me do a lot of jumping. Because in this game, the initial dash, like you would normally in the Super Nintendo series, is actually slower because the initial dash doesn't actually dash until I think it's 7 to 8 frames. You're just standing there. So if you do that every single time, you're standing there most of the time for 8 frames each dash. So you just hold the dash button and then press the jump and you just dash forward. So there's no waiting, you just continue forward. With X, you're gonna see a lot more different things, different weapons, different ways of killing bosses and mini bosses. Interestingly enough, this stage actually even has a different theme to it, so than Zero. So if you're used to that. But other than that, there's not too much different with PlayStation Mega Man X4. Then I always compared X4 to its Super Nintendo counterparts because it's choose a Maverick, kill him, choose a Maverick, kill him, as to oppose as X5, 6, and 7, where it's more mission based than anything else.
There's a bit more to it, plus like an X6 nightmare effects, for example.
Yep.
Like, I remember back when I was a kid and Extreme came out and PlayStation was already out, waiting for that X4 announcement and seeing the screenshot. I think I got a magazine of Game Fan or something somewhere that has some X4 stuff in it. And this is back in like 90, what was it, 98? I want to say. Man, but I didn't have a PlayStation back then. All I had was a Super.
So I didn't get this game until way later, until the PS2. So for me, this was the only PlayStation game I had. But it's something that grew on me. I really enjoy this game. If you know me as a speedrunner and everything, a lot of people know me as the X4 guy because this is my game. I play this all the time. It is a fun game. It's just the movement and some of the music's pretty cool. Not as jamming as maybe X1 or X3. So
Yeah, I had my mic a little bit away from me there a little bit.
But the other cool thing with X, the PlayStation. Oh, another thing too I gotta mention is you're seeing me playing in English. This is actually one of the first few times that you're gonna see English in Mega Man because the comparables difference is, yeah, Japanese letters, text is gonna be faster. The downside is the initial Japanese game actually has each of these Mavericks give a voice dialogue that takes forever on each boss.
Yeah. I love that about the Japanese version.
The anime intro for
Yeah.
each Maverick.
Yeah.
So whenever you fight a boss, they'll talk and then they'll actually have a voice dialogue in the Japanese version, which a total, if I remember correctly, it's like totally like 44 seconds for all Mavericks. In the English version, they don't talk; they just fight, just boom. Yeah. There's no talking, so that's why it's faster in this game.
text, round 1, fight.
So right now we're doing Magma Dragoon. We do have to come back here again. Gotta love revisits in Mega Man X games. This is 100%, so... but we do have to come back here with the charged Twin Slasher. You see that wall over there? That's kind of what we gotta do. But we need Magma Dragoon pretty much for a lot of stuff to burn. There's items I need to collect in Spider. There's some neat, interesting movement to do in Owl. There's just different reasons why you need Dragoon first. So this fight is actually really particular. Every time he does a Shoryuken or a Hadouken, it actually tells me what he's gonna do next.
Yeah, Dragoon is like my favorite from Maverick just because of the Street Fighter
references, yeah.
Of the Street Fighter mystique of the fight.
See, just like that. So because he did the jump Hadouken first, or the jump one first, I knew exactly what he was trying to do next. So if you play this game enough, you'll figure out what he's trying to actually do each time. He only does a 3 combo, and then he does something, whether it's flamethrower or he does like some other moves. So.
I got something I want to point out. When he did that little fire breathing attack, his mouth opened up. He kind of looked like a bird.
Yes, I always thought that was funny too.
Yeah, I noticed that when I played this.
I don't know if it was supposed to be.
But like he has no teeth. Like what's going on?
And then the way it curves, the mouth looked like it was like a beak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. I was like, he doesn't have a beak.
Give me just a moment. This setup is particular because I need this guy to jump. There it goes. So that guy likes to copy what you do. Ooh, we got the free fall. And you just kind of have to manipulate him so that he jumps, so that when you're jumping, you're falling and you go right underneath him. Just a movement thing. But other than that, Spider's stage is pretty straightforward. This game, or this stage here with the waterfall, always did remind me of Mega Man 8's Aqua stage. So this, and then we're gonna jump on some logs. Which, who doesn't like falling logs?
I love falling logs.
Ooh, we could have died there. I didn't think I was that close.
I always wonder where Majora's Mask got their hover boots idea from. I always thought it was honestly.
But Majora's Mask
Came
out before this game.
Oh, it did. That's right. Yeah, how about the other way around?
There you go. Well, I mean, I always thought Final Sigma was Majora's Mask in X1.
This came out in 90. I forgot. 98 or 99.
Something like that, yeah. Ooh, all right. So this, like I said, this stage is pretty straightforward. Nothing too much kind of fancy going here. This is why we need a fire, though. Gonna use it again in another shortcut.
Shoutouts to Murder Hornets. Not really. You get the idea.
Yeah, no shoutouts to that.
Nope. So I always mention this. You're gonna see me do actually full charges against Spider. The reason you guys didn't see me do that actually with Magma Dragoon is he actually takes takes almost the same damage from a full charge to a half charge. Spider actually takes a lot less damage from head charges, so it's gonna be full charges from here on out.
I'm curious about the iframes. When you were fighting Magma Dragoon, when you did your half charge, you didn't have a lot of that much iframes. So how does that go in X4?
So Magma Dragoon actually does have shorter iframes. That's another reason why half charges actually works. So if you notice Spider has longer iframes, I do not know why they gave Magma Dragoon shorter ones. But I do know that it might be like a counter thing because they gave him extended iframes to his weakness. When you hit him with his green cyclone, not only does he jump in the air massively and you can't damage him, he'll jump all the way across the lava pits to the other side, and that entire time frame you can't hit him. So I don't know if it was maybe like an alternate version of it or not. So But that is a thing. That is a thing that Dragoon does have short iframes. And Spider also has its own like weird mechanics later. I'll show you guys. His iframes are actually really weird being in the tree itself.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's basically boss dependent.
Yes, it is. Oh, this whole game is, yeah. There is no one-hit KOs. I do want to mention that. There's no swords. There's no Hadouken. Yep, there's no Shoryukens. They stopped doing that in the PlayStation games. Nova Strike is in this game, but it's not as overpowered as it is in X5 and 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in X5, once you get Nova Strike, your primary damage.
X8 rather.
Well, X8, there's no such thing as Mega Man X8, Justin.
Oh.
X8.
That was the other one that we didn't talk about. Please. X8 was. I actually liked X8. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as the other one, but.
Yeah, well, the other one is like really bad, but to me, like.
This is comical.
There are only 6 Mega Man X games.
There you go.
A little Independence Day reference right there with the spaceship with the thing.
Oof, okay.
Who remembers that movie from '95?
Hey, that's a good movie.
I almost died there with the spikes there. But that's a quick thing. This game does have 2 busters, if you guys know this game. We got the first one because Stock Shot is actually the best one for bosses and movement. But Stock Shot is the best one because it has the same attack damage as a regular Buster Shot, and you can store them. The other neat thing, which is the reason why you need it, is that while a Stock Shot, let's say I shoot one, I can charge for another one while it's going on across the screen. When you do plasma, you can't. And that's a huge problem.
Yeah. I always thought when I first played that plasma was like the best thing ever. But then like when I did a speedrun of this, I was like, oh, stock is so awesome. Why did I not do this sooner?
Okay, he's giving me the business right now. I need him to stay put. That was a bad pattern. So you really want Owl to stay at the top in the left and right corners, so that way you can hit him with the shot right away. If he gave me the green cyclone, that would have been a cool thing to show you guys, because again, this game has some weird iframes with the bosses. Owl actually doesn't technically have iframes. What he does have is that stupid green shield you saw him fly away with. Now, if there's ways where you can hit him every single frame when he doesn't cast that shield. One is when he does the green cyclones, and when he puts his arms up, he actually can't cast it for a full second, so you can just mash into him. The other one is using aiming laser, which you'll see later when I do the refights. And then shoutouts to Blizzard Buffalo.
And Chill Penguin, you do see them both in this stage.
Yeah,
that's true.
Has a lot of references to previous X games. Dope.
Walrus Prime.
Walrus Prime.
Big day.
That's actually this split in my splits. That's the name of the split, actually.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Something that I didn't mention earlier, this is actually Ultra's second time doing this run for V0oidathon.
Yes. Yes, it is. I do. I actually have my old settings on my OBS. That's actually why this was a little bit easier for me.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Nice utilization with that web mirror.
See here, I need this guy to give me... Nope, he's not going to do it. Okay, I need this... This guy is really RNG heavy. He's actually as bad as Thunder Slammer any percent in Mega Man X1. You need him to have his claw open. If he closes it at any point in time, you just can't damage him. And it's just a huge... It's just sitting there. You're just wasting time. But yes, I do appreciate Void for letting me show X4 again, because This game is a lot of fun. I always enjoy this game.
But thank you for submitting it again.
Yeah, no problem. All right, this is a really technical section. Let me see if I can show it off for you guys. You're supposed to get hit there. And there you go. So you're only supposed to get hit once because that you want to make sure you go through it before those birds cast an ice spell, because it does freeze the screen for like 2 seconds. And then this guy is really easy. You hit him with the Buster Shot in the beginning, and then we Fire Blast him. Kind of like Pokemon.
Fire blast his ass, dude.
The only thing that would make this boss fight better is that if, like, just like in Frostman from Mega Man 8, it just says like, "Oh, rush." I'm going to beat you.
And that's Frost Walrus. Walrus Prime. Big day.
Big day.
Now you're gonna see the other reason why we do it in this order. I mean, we could, if we didn't have a next fight, which would actually make the speed run a lot faster. That's another difference between X and Zero, is that I actually have to fight Colonel. We need Ice to fight Colonel because it's faster. And I can get some actually pretty interesting triple hits. So as long as he doesn't teleport, we'll see here. If he stays put, then this is gonna be super easy.
Easy.
Easy game, easy life. So Colonel also has some weird iframes as well.
Yeah.
Okay, triple hit. 1, 2. Yep, there we go. Oh, he teleported though. I'm not gonna get a triple hit here. You need to do it right as he's teleporting, when he vanishes, because then you can get the extra hits.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be a little slow on my end. Oh, I died. I didn't know it said that much damage. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. When it comes to teleporting, it's just that's an instant reset. Well, not even before I died. The fact he teleported, I would have resetted this run already. So it's not a problem on my end.
I never noticed that you got your weapon energy back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This game is easy mode. You get that. There's checkpoints everywhere. Ooh, with the teleporting. There we go. Sorry about that, you guys. But that's alright, like I said. Colonel is who he is. He does it a lot to me. This game is RNG heavy, sadly. Yeah, exactly. Now it cooperates. The thing with Colonel is, what I meant by triple hits is that every time he changes his stance, whether he's doing his T-pose or he's in a diagonal formation, his iframes immediately reset, which makes it so you can actually hit him a bunch of times. And you'll see that actually when I have to fight him again with Nova Strike, and Nova Strike will hit him like 2 to 3 times, and that's like 6 damage each. So it's pretty crazy with the way how the bosses fights are in this game. And then an auto scroller, you know.
I almost forgot with the boots upgrade in the X4, you can actually hover. That's pretty cool.
Now, I have a question, Ultra. Are you holding down, or what direction are you holding to make the like?
Yeah, eating input. When I land, yeah, I'm holding down. You want to immediately land so you can dash again.
Oh, okay.
That was an eating input. There's a small time window to jump, and that was a bad one. That happens too. But it's only on the auto scroller section, so.
Okay, I was wondering if the bike was air dashing. That's why I asked.
It's considered an air dash, but it is you still gotta hit the dash button.
Wait, what happened there? You collided with the.
I dropped my controller.
Oh, really? Ow.
I don't want to say anything.
Well, I did that in my SMRPG run. I just didn't say anything.
But you guys asked, so I was like, I gotta be fair. There you guys go. That's how it's supposed to be. Sorry about that. Oh, man. You guys have no idea how many times runs die actually here because I missed dash or something. You would think auto-scrollers are easy mode, but oh my god, I'm terrible.
Not that one, no.
No.
Auto-scrollers are never easy.
Because you do put, so the reason why you see air dash, I didn't explain it, my bad. The reason why you do this type of thing is because you're actually pushing the screen forward to the right, which is why it jerks it forward. So if you do not prepare yourself for whatever's coming, you're gonna easily die. But because you need to do it from the air, by the way. You can't do it on the ground, it doesn't do anything. Alright, now is Stingray gonna give me the business?
Is it gonna give you 20 dives or?
Storm Eagle.
Every time he says yeah, it's yeah, there it is. I didn't think that was okay. That was a weird fight, but that's fine. Yeah. All right.
This time around, Stingray has a lot of longer iframes.
Yes, that's why you don't see a lot of me. A lot of times I'm using weaknesses. So in that case, ice is his weakness. Screen cyclone is dragoons. Slash beast, you will see me use the weakness. It's this fight's really hard. Super difficult. But with the weakness, it's super easy. And then you will see me use weakness on Mushroom and Peacock, only if Peacock doesn't give me the right pattern. So, but this is one of my favorite stages. It's just a lot of heavy movement. So you gotta jump over turrets. You gotta time your buster shots. It's just really cool the way that the movement is kind of triggered. Also, you kind of want to beat the clock because what you're trying to do is when you get to the train, the mini boss is on a global timer. And if you can get fast train where it changes to the next section in 3 seconds. If you get slow train, it'll only do it in 6 seconds. So I'm probably gonna get slow train because I bonked twice there now. It is a pretty tight window of doing it, but it is doable.
Can you, if you go for some reason slow enough, can you get the fast cycle again, or is it?
Yeah, you can go all the way around. Like it's a rotation. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've done it when I used to do these speed runs in the past. So we got fast cycle there. That was a quick one.
Nice.
But back in the day, I remember being super bad at it, and I would still get the fast cycle.
Nice.
Like I said, this is super heavy movement. You're gonna see me bonk in certain places so that I can take certain damage. So that the next section I can just go around enemies. So now we buster a lot of stuff here. So that that guy respawned immediately. And then bonk here, so we can pass that guy. You do want to try to avoid mechs because mechs will actually stun lock you versus smaller enemies, which will gain control immediately. When it comes to a mech punching you, you actually don't gain control until you land. So it is a bit of a mess.
There was a usable mech earlier. Why is it slower by
yeah.
use the mech than just going as X?
Yes.
Okay.
because you have a huge hitbox, and so anything that hits you will stop you. When X, you can just kind of continue forward most of the time.
Dude, this guy's a sprinter. He's outrunning the train.
He's a Slash Beast, man. I don't know. He's pissed that I messed up his supply of goods.
Man, who would win a race? Slash Beast or Brash Bear from GTC3?
Ramby.
Slash Beast. Oh,
Heck, Randy.
Brash just gets destroyed.
But this guy with X is a joke because it's bad. Like his attack resets every time you hit him with his weakness.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a slip and fall thing. So like I guess he doesn't like water. So. All right, now like I said earlier, we gotta go back to Dragoon to get our items. So.
Yeah.
Nothing new here. Well, I mean, we got some new weapons, but nothing really changes. So.
It's kind of a shame that you have to get to the second area to get the items.
All right. So that's pretty straightforward, and then we just get heart and our armor upgrade, which includes Nova Strike, which actually will help us in the next area right away. With skipping a mini boss, you can only skip the mini boss with X because Zero can't do it.
I don't remember what Nova Strike do. Was it the body slam attack or something?
No, Nova Strike in this case is going to be from actually here on out in next games. It's supposed to be the air dash, like that dash across thing that looks like a huge giant arrow.
Yeah, it looks like an air dash, but on steroids, and plus it damages.
It does 6 damages to boss.
Yeah.
The slam, I think, isn't that X3 with the. I forgot what that move was. I thought that was X3 with the slam.
You mean the Hyper C?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it like the Nova Strike is similar to the Hyper C that you have to charge it up. Like once you use it.
I know X2 has that Giga Crush, but
yeah, the Giga Crush. Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of akin to the Giga Crush in X2. It's kind of like that. Yeah. Where if you take damage, you build it up
And then you never use it.
yeah. In this case, you do use Nova Strike. It actually is useful, especially for a few quick kills that you see later in the refights, which is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, unless you guys want me to soft lock the game, I can do that too.
Well,
What? Oh, damn.
it wouldn't be ideal. Let's just say that.
All right, we're coming up to the mini boss skip here. Doing some RNG manipulation. There you go. So what you're doing is pretty much the same thing. If you guys ever watch X1, you are messing with the lock system that they have. It's trying to lock you in place, but because you went over the trigger, it just continues forward. Kind of like how you do Armadillo skip. You're pushing yourself forward too fast for the game to lock you.
Yeah, kind of like X2.
And
Crystal Snail?
Yeah.
And also boosting yourself with the Ice Knight in X1 to skip some bosses in the Sigma stages.
Yeah, Armadillo skip.
yeah. So that's why I was compared to Armadillo, because you are pushing, like the Ice Sledge, you're pushing yourself faster than the game can lock you in place. And that's kind of what you're kind of doing the same thing. You're using either, you can either use Flame, like I did, or you can use Spiderweb. Spiderweb is a little slower because you have to kick. At least with the fire, you can just go upwards. And then you Nova Strike across. There is a way to do it with air dash, but air dash is so short that you have to make sure you're on like the edge of that lock before you try it. All right, and then we got I must hit the wall. That's the ceiling. Now we got some mushrooms to kill. This is pretty straightforward as well. He doesn't like electricity, so which you would think is weird considering he's in a bio lab. The bosses in this game are really straightforward for X. They are actually straightforward for Zero, especially when you get some better like sabers and stuff like that, but nothing too fancy. But I feel like that's kind of a staple of Mega Man X, because you're kind of doing you know, just stuff, the weaknesses sometimes. Too bad in the PlayStation versions the weaknesses actually were a lot more fun to do than this one, because like I said, you're causing extended iframes, so
Destroyed. Nice.
Yeah, this fight goes in a similar fashion to Slash Beasts. His weakness resets his attacking pattern.
Yep.
Now we're taking on the Peacock.
Now, I always make jokes that that's actually my split name too. We're actually in Battle Network before Battle Network, so for some reason or somehow they put X in the internet to destroy Cyber Peacock.
And that's actually the speedrunning stage. That's actually speedrunning stage, because if I remember, you got each section where there's the sensor that tells you hurry up, then you gotta complete the section as fast as possible to get to collect the specific items you need.
Yep, it's a time travel planet based thing. And with X, you can kind of just dash here with Soul Body, you know? Nothing crazy, no jumbling around in the top levels.
Yeah.
Soul Body helps a lot for this level.
Yep.
Just clearing up the mess ahead of you.
I know someone always did ask me what's easier, X or Zero. Zero is an easier category to pick up and get the hang of, because X just has a lot of problems with movements without knowing what to do next, like busters and everything. So with Zero, all you gotta do is worry about Saber, because generally speaking, if you can't hit it with a Saber, you just damage boost it anyways. And he has like other easier stuff like double jump and some other things with his like Saber with like spin slash. The game is a lot easier for him. Now, obviously, when you try to get to top tier and movement wise, I feel like Zero might be a little bit more difficult, because you are trying to mitigate as much hit lag as possible. Because every time you hit something with a Saber, especially bosses, it does cause artificial lag. The game is doing it on purpose so that you can't hit a boss like the entire time the Saber's inside the hitbox. The only character that it works for is actually General. If you guys seen the Zero runs, you can actually do the long Saber slashes and he dies instantly. He takes hits every frame.
Yeah. But it's RNG whether or not you have the opportunity to go for that.
Yes, you do need the high punches.
Mm-hmm.
For X, that's not a concern actually, because you can actually do either one, so it's fine. Oops. What did I get on Lightning Web? Oh, yeah. So we need Peacock to be in the left and right corners, so that way we can hit him with buster shots. If I can get him to, if he teleports on top of you, you know he's gonna do his jumping animation. If he does his teleporting to the right of you, you can hit him with a buster and Soul Body, but it is a tight window to make sure, otherwise you are losing time. Oh, there we go. You're just messing with me now. And that's all 8 Mavericks.
Yeah. I think my favorite upgrade in all of X series, at least up to PS2, is the helmet upgrade for this game. Just you have infinite weapons that, as long as they're uncharged.
Ah, yes, I did forget to mention that because each one does do different stuff. So I mentioned, the body armor does give the body armor does what it's supposed to do, halves damage. It also gives you Nova Strike. The helmet, like you said, does give you infinite ammo unless it's a charge attack. There's no maps. And then the boots gives you float shoes, and it kind of helps you with air dashing, so that you can kind of like get more of a height.
I can't believe they took up dashing out of this game.
Yeah, you feel like that would be a kind of a backtrack thing. But I think the float shoes is kind of like a thing, but I don't know. All right. Oh, most people don't know that this is here, by the way. I was like showing that. Because when I first started these runs, I knew about that, but apparently people did not know that.
I didn't know that was there.
Oh, nice.
All right, so let me see if I can hit Colonel here.
I've been waiting to fight with you.
And Colonel moves faster too.
Yeah.
Like, his sword flashes are a lot faster. But I do love his little appear in the middle when he does this attack.
Yep, that was really bad on my part, but that's fine. Because when I missed the Nova Strike, I was trying to get him to go back in a certain cycle. That just wasn't working. But my favorite fight is coming up, where we fight Iris, right?
Yeah, Iris.
Yeah, Iris, everybody, right? We find out
We're
what we're
fighting
fighting.
Iris.
We find out what we're fighting for.
I love the cutscene here before you go into this stage.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, when I first played this game and saw the anime cutscenes, I was like,
I mean,
Yeah,
who
anime.
yeah. I mean, who else would be here? It's not like, it's not like Double's gonna betray us, right?
it's like,
What is he doing here?
Voice
Acting.
acting.
Damn.
You're gonna
You
get
never
hurt,
think that
X.
a guy named Double would
Was gonna,
betray you.
yeah, all right.
I have a question for you guys. Back when I was looking up stuff on the internet for this game, and they sometimes they mistranslate or whatever, or misname it. Guess what they had the name for Double for this guy on like some of the internet.
Oof. I took too much damage from his hits. That sucks. So the big thing I wanted to mention real quick, because I was almost dead there, is that Double himself takes does 6 damage to you, body hits, but all that stuff he spews out still only does 2 damage. So that's why, if you were watching, I was trying to initially take damage from those 2, but then when I blew everything up, I was like, okay, this is not good.
Well,
Nice Iris fight.
I know, right? Forgive me, brother.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, my dash just died. I blame Void Fan
Disband him.
Heckin' Void Fan.
every time, man.
oh damn.
Ooh. I hate that section.
Bottom is a lot easier than the top. There's also like 2 entrances that you have to do at the top, so it's a little harder to. It's definitely slower, so you definitely want to make sure you do bottom route.
It was our destiny to fight.
Capcom has a problem spelling. They spelled general here correctly. They spelled it here correctly.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to spell here. So you
General-
got
Fate is sealed. I have
no choice.
Shout out to Twin Slasher.
Yeah. Pretty nice that this fight is not a big RNG point in this run.
No,
like
actually,
like it is in Zero.
yeah, it's actually faster if he does the coasting, because then I can hit him with Twin Slasher every time he's out, pretty much out of iframes.
Well, what's the strat with Zero? You have to position yourself to do a lot of saber dash cancels and whatnot.
So yeah, you when you see he's going up in the corner on the right, it means he's gonna shoot his fists. You want to climb to the left to the top so that the fists are the highest they can be, and then you want to climb on the top fist, obviously, and then because General's hitbox is his head. That's the only hitbox he has. And then you would saber dash. You would just you wouldn't SDC. You would just do like a triple slash, and the triple slash will actually the third slash will do the most damage. All right, so let's do this fight. I'm gonna do it and then explain it for you guys.
So it's the boss rush now.
Yep.
There we go. So, remember when I said that bosses have weird iframes? Well, when Spider takes damage, he's in iframes going into the tree. It removes his iframes completely. Yeah, it removes his iframes completely. And as long as he doesn't go left, because if he goes where I'm at, then it doesn't do enough damage. But as long as he goes right, I can Nova Strike him every frame, causing him to die. And you know, when I hit him with another Twin Slasher, the game has a problem with it because you're not supposed to kill him before then, and his health just underflows. We're gonna take 4 hits here.
His L bar was completely messed up.
Yep.
It's pretty cool to watch.
All right. So just like you guys probably been told from Max 3, you saw Darren take damage for certain things. Well, I'm doing the same thing. I need another Nova Strike for Owl. Like I said before, Owl doesn't have iframes. He has that green shield, but his aiming laser gets rid of that. So let me just watch and you'll see like what I'm talking about. And then it gets rid of most of his health. You can insta kill him, but then you just gotta make sure you do that enough damage.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Nice.
And then the rest of the fights are the same. Nothing different. It's just those two. When it comes to, like I said, Owl, he does not have iframes. It's that stupid shield. And if he can't cast that shield, then you can hit him. And that's why you saw that, because for a full second before you can hit him every frame.
Shout outs to Walrus Prime.
Every time. Big day.
Big day.
I like when he gets under half health and starts getting pissed off. He just stands there and he just takes more hits. And
Yep.
You kill him before he does anything.
I feel like I've always noticed that with Mega Man's ice bosses, they always make him do goofy things. Like Blizzard Buffalo. If you guys played Mega Man 8, I mean, even his character, it's just so weird.
Astro Man's funny in that game. When you
Capcom hates ice bosses.
You hit him with like the grenade or something. It's like, I can't take it anymore.
I usually don't mention it, but when you shoot a Buster in Mega Man X and you charge, is actually what's supposed to be called CFO based off of X2, because while it's traveling, you're actually charging, so that by the time the boss gets out of iframes, you can hit him with a charge shot, and that's what I do even with that weapon, which is actually pretty neat. And then, like I said, it's just usually the same thing here. Sadly, I really wish I could, like, you know, show like a Shoryuken rush or something, but no, it's just skill based, which is kind of neat. You know, it's different. You know, you actually still gotta, you know, not count on one hit KOs, but try to actually use your weapons and everything.
Well, they both have some sort of Shoryuken, they're just not as powerful. Come on.
Yeah. The joke is Dragoon took the Shoryuken and Hadouken, so... So, if you noticed, we don't do Dragoon weakness. Stingray, no. Owl generally no. But because we do have the quick kill, it actually makes it a little bit easier. He's been a little nicer.
But there is an Easter egg in this game, but you have to input a code to do it.
It's what, Black Zero or Ultimate Armor?
The Ultimate Armor, like for X. I've always wondered, like, I guess it's its own category if you use it.
Yeah, it is. Ultimate Armor and Buster only are its own categories. Ultimate Armor is because you have to put a code in at the beginning, and it actually changes. So you don't get Ultimate Armor immediately. You have to go to Spider, or the first capsule. You have to, usually it's Spider in the runs, and you actually get, instead of the helmet, or instead of the boots, you get Ultimate Armor, meaning everything, and Nova Strike is infinite. You don't run out of it.
Yeah, and also X's normal armor has like a different, slightly darker shade or something.
Yeah. Black Zero, there's a code for that, but because it doesn't do anything besides cosmetic, you can just use it in regular runs.
Yeah. Gives it to you immediately.
I've always wondered, maybe like Ultimate Armor code for this game was like supposed to be in the game because of how like X5 and 6 are, but I don't know. I think maybe they just didn't have time or something. I have no clue. But that's the refights. At least we were able to get past all that.
Now for the triple threat Sigma.
So the first two Sigmas are pretty straightforward. You're gonna see some kind of cool looking skill, but Final Sigma, the end, can be a bit painful.
Oh yeah.
The end. Yep.
Are you ready for round 2?
I love that one. Yeah, that's my split name. Round 2.
Round 2.
I might get that soundbite and just use that for like these 2-form or 2-part boss fights, especially like in our SRPG for the Sigma 2. That'd be just so funny. Dude, the first time I fought this Sigma form, I had so much trouble. Because, like, every time, like, I figure it out, like, he throws me a curveball with that Reaper sight.
Perfect.
This is my favorite part. It's just hovering in place. That's so good.
It's one of those fights that once you know what he's doing, it's like kind of trivial, but like he's
because
on the first play he's unpredictable.
Because he does the same thing every single time.
Yeah.
Okay, if we get Garbage Head, this is gonna be kind of scary, but okay, we get the blowing animation. I always like the blowing one for marathons, but it is slower because he actually goes off screen faster, which sucks.
But you don't have to deal with that bullshit garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course he does. I didn't take enough damage? Oh, alright.
Yeah, I thought you had to be on the ground for that laser to just own you.
Oh man, I'm still not taking enough damage. Okay. Alright, that should be enough damage for another Nova Strike. We actually killed this head right here, even though, yep, he does that. And that's, final Sigma right there, really. I died a bunch of times, there was still sub 50. I love doing that. That always cracks me up.
Casual sub 50.
It really is. I got so many people telling me sub 50 is so hard, and I'm just like... I don't know, I just died 4 times, but hey, you know. And there it is.
Died twice in Stingray 1.
Nice run.
Yeah, even the auto scroll section too.
Yep.
You still got it sub 50. Well done, dude.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I love this game. I don't let it get to me, so it's a fun game. Everybody gets mad at the animation and the voice acting. Like this right here is my favorite cutscene.
Oh yeah, more anime. Let's go.
Yeah.
First time I heard it, I was like,
Anime,
I teared up a little
whoa.
bit.
First time you heard what?
The first time I watched this, like when I was a kid, like I teared up a little bit.
Oh, this cutscene? Oh.
Yeah, because it implied that X was gonna go Maverick.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Everybody gives this game like such a hard time with this voice acting. I thought it was cool.
Zero. It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Don't worry. It's all over. Go home and rest. You've earned it.
If you recognize the
Zero.
voice, and if you played Mega Man 8, you should recognize.
What if I become one of the Mavericks?
Don't ask
Wait, Zero, I'm serious.
Wait, Zero! I'm serious.
Zero.
Zero. If I become a Maverick,
Anime.
you
Yeah.
You have to take care of me.
Take care of me. Don't be ridiculous. Now hurry on back.
Promise me. Zero. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. If there's a Mega Man X anime just like that cutscene right there, I'd watch it. But that's X4,
I
everybody.
don't think there's such a thing as an MX anime, though, right?
Nah. Mega Man had one, the classic series, but
The only thing
We
close
don't talk
to it
about
was
that one.
like the Day of Sigma.
The Day of Sigma, yeah, I watched that.
yeah.
That's on the Mega Man Maverick contracts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of X1. That anime, those anime cutscenes were pretty damn good.
Yeah, like there's the classic. There's only 2. There's classic that you guys probably seen, which that one was pretty bad. Even the animation was pretty crazy. But then Battle Network has one. Battle Network is actually pretty solid if you guys watch that.
I've watched
Yes.
that one, I think.
And
I have not actually, so I better look that up.
I would Void. It's
like the Anti-Warrior.
yeah.
NT Warrior was
Yes.
the one I ordered.
The downside is they didn't keep it the same. There's one plot twist that they never actually kept from the games. So, but
Interesting.
yeah. But that's X4. Like I said, if anybody likes to do this run, I ask anybody. I always tell people to play it. It's a fun game. You can definitely do well in it. So, I appreciate Void for letting me show it again. I love this game a lot. So,
Yeah, thanks for doing this run, Ultra. Really appreciate it.
no problem, man.
The run back.
That was great, dude. Nice run.
Thank you very much.